guys remember when General Mkhwanazi spoke about a judicial and said that there's corruption in the judicial? Do you remember how they came to how they came from Mkhwanazi? Okay, I'll tell you something. So they came from Mkhwanazi and they demanded evidence and all the stuff. Do you remember that I spoke about a judge that was bribed, and that story emanated from City Press? Well, it turns out that City Press, they did not let that story die. Instead, they are continuing with that story. But this time, what is City Press saying? You want to hear? Definitely. Listen to this. They said, bribed judge had prior fraud charges. A Johannesburg High Court judge faces bribery allegation after business person claim he solicited 5,000 to grant leave to appeal, but dismissed the application in his judgment. The same judge was convicted of fraud in 2005 while serving as a magistrate in Benoni, but successfully appealed the conviction and clearing his criminal record. The Judicial Service Commission has confirmed receipt of bribery complaint, and the matter is now under consideration by the Judicial Conduct Committee. You know, it's funny because that same judicial, they were the ones going hard on Mkhwanazi. What did I say? Didn't this judge started as a magistrate and had some similar complaints? Didn't the same judge didn't he start as a, is he now not acting as a judge? Oh, sorry. Look, is he now not performing his duties as a judge? Yes. Is he still not blamed? Yes, he's still blamed. What I'm trying to tell you is something very simple. We have problems here. What are those problems? People were very quick to want to distance themselves from what Mkhwanazi said. But it turns out, without Mkhwanazi proving anything, it's expose after expose after expose. With that being said, well, let's start here. If you're not yet subscribed, what are you waiting for? Because to subscribe, it is free. To like the video, it is free. To comment in the comment section below, it is free of charge. To like the video, it is free of charge. You can also join. Click the join button. Become a member of this YouTube channel. You will pay from as little as 20 Rand a month. You can also make use of the Super Thanks button. You can donate from as little as 20 Rand a month as we proceed. Yes, you might have noticed that today we are recording in in the studio, and you probably wonder, and you're like, but the studio wasn't like this when you last recorded something. Oh, well, yeah, that's true. It wasn't like this. But you know what? We have done something. We've been working on something here. We will be working on something again. I'm telling you, it's gonna be lit. It's gonna be lit. The studio is gonna be something. It's gonna be a complete revamp. Believe you me, it's gonna be a complete beautiful. But yeah, you will be invited. With that being said, let's proceed with the article. The article then says the following. The Johannesburg High Court judge who allegedly solicited a 5,000 bribe to grant leave to appeal but later dismissed the application in his judgment was previously charged with fraud when he was still a magistrate in Benoni 2005. However, successfully appealed the conviction. City Press has seen a copy of the judgment that found him guilty of fraud and two alternative charges. He was ultimately convicted of fraud alone and fine of 10,000 or 6 months imprisonment, wholly suspended for a period of 4 years on various conditions, right? He later appealed against his conviction and won, resulting in the conviction falling away. The case involved his misrepresentation of personal information when applying for a loan from ABSA. The judge falsely claimed that he was beneficiary of a vehicle allowance at work when he in fact did not qualify for that. Yelele. I don't want to say much about people like this. No, I don't want to say anything. I really want to say zero. But what I do want to say is that I'm looking at things from Mkhwanazi's perspective, and I feel like Mkhwanazi is being vindicated here. Mkhwanazi is being proven right here. Didn't I say that? I did. Because we don't have much time, let's continue with the article. It says, during the period of July and August 2002, and at or near Kempton Park in the regional division of Gauteng, the accused did unlawfully falsely earn with intent to defraud, give out Absa Bank fin that he received motor vehicle finance from the Department of Justice, and did then and there, by means of said false pretense, include the said benefit to the prejudice or potential prejudice of Bankfin to process such application and to receive application in the normal course of business. Oh my God! The accused, when gave out as above mentioned, knew that in truth and in actual fact, no such motor vehicle finance was received by him. No circumstances are known that will suggest that the candidate is not a person of integrity with a reputation for ethical behavior, nor is not fit and proper person for appointment. The candidate disclosed his application that he was successfully appealed to the High Court to set aside his conviction during a JSE interview. So that's basically them saying this is the reason why we hired him. But in all of what I've just said, the interesting part about it is that you wanna be in the. It's nice to be in the shoes of General Mkhwanazi. Like for real. It's nice to be in the shoes of General Mkhwanazi. Because look at what have just happened now. Tell me why. Tell me why Mkhwanazi is being proven right. Tell me why Mkhwanazi doesn't have to do investigation. Tell me why people are self-exposing. I don't. No. Maybe you do. But yeah, City Press continued with their story. Very interesting one. They say initially the amount was allegedly set to 7,000 rand, but finally went down to 5,000 rand. What Wasman apparently honored his end on the deal by paying the money into the account, but came court date, the judge said to have backtracked and denied leave to appeal, prompting Westman to lodge a formal bribery complaint with the JSC. It's a very interesting story, by the way. You see, so the briber. So some things are strange. I'm gonna tell you why this is strange. So this guy, he bribed the whole judge. The next thing, this is very interesting. The next thing, this very same judge. This is gonna be very interesting. The next thing, the judge backtracked on his deal. So the briber then comes out and says, no, I'm the one who bribed you. So this is going to be a very interesting story. Nevertheless, tell me your thought and your opinion, because I was looking at all of these things from Mkhwanazi's perspective. Remember, they came out gun blazing, blaming Mkhwanazi. Mkhwanazi was this and that and this and that. You know what I'm saying? Mkhwanazi was wrong. Mkhwanazi was this. Mkhwanazi was that. Mkhwanazi was this. Mkhwanazi was that. So when matters like this arrive, then you ask yourself a question. Was Mkhwanazi really, really wrong? I don't know. Sorry, I wouldn't even say I don't know. I think we both know that Mkhwanazi has been proven right here. We both know. That's the angle that I wanted to argue in this episode, that Mkhwanazi is being proven right without even a struggle. These people are now coming out, exposing themselves. Give me your thoughts and your opinion in the comment section below. I'll definitely see you guys on the next episode. But until that next episode, good people, please take care.